it is time to get out your Christmas sweaters and your red lipsticks, ladies, because Christmas is coming. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I decided to film this simple Christmas look. As you can see, red lip eyeliner. It's the classic Christmas look, the one that typically everybody goes for, the one that I'm gonna upload maybe in a few days. Now that one is when you want to go all out. You want to walk in there and you want to see no one wearing that makeup look, you know, unless they watch the video too, then they're probably gonna be wearing it too, but that might not be the case. So today is just a simple look. As you guys can see, my eyebrows are not really filled in that much. I'm trying to give them a break from like the bam look. I'm trying to just tone it down a little bit, so my eyebrows are not like really what they could be. That's okay. I just simply filled them in, going for a natural brow look. That's just what I'd prefer if I did this, just because like I'm lazy. I want all the attention to my lips, not my eyes. I mean, yeah, my eyes, not my eyebrows. See what I did there? So yeah, I did use my Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. You do not have to use this bad boy, but if you do have it, whip it out and use it for this look. I only used it because it has such like gorgeous simple colors, dare I say? Like the colors are pretty simple. Like over here in this end, that's really the area I stayed over. I didn't really go towards the purples and the like smoky colors. I just went for like a neutral and the black and the matte. No, the ones that you would really appeal for. But so this is the look. I hope you guys like it, and if you do, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So jumping right into this video, I've already moisturized and prepped my skin. I'm just going to first do my brows. I'm doing my brows a little differently today. I'm using the Jordana Fabu brow rather than my Anastasia Beverly Hills or my ColourPop, because I wanted a little more of a lighter eyebrow rather than a darker one, and this is the only dark one I have. And you know, I'm just doing the usual, lining them and then filling them in as well, and then I'm going to set them with my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow gel. And then after that, we're gonna jump into the eyes. I've already primed my eyes using my e.l.f. primer, and after that I'm going to set that primer using this color from the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. I'm using Combust, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lid so that our eyelids are a nice and even color. We have a nice base so that we can start our eyeshadows, and you know, we don't have a creasing, and it's very good for when you blend your eyeshadow out later on. So next, I'm going to sort of use a nice transition color, and using my Morphe brush, I'm just going to be taking my Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 350, and I'm just going to be putting this in my crease. It's going to be a lot. This is so that our eyeshadow and our basically foundation and the rest of our face matches, and it doesn't look like we just threw a whole bunch of colors in our eye and it have no transition. So this is our transition color. And then taking the shade Whiskey, I'm going to be popping this in my crease. It's a little bit darker than the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and it's just supposed to be sort of like a base for the darker colors that we're going to be putting on in a second. Next, I'm just going to be taking this sort of small dome brush, and I'm just going to be taking the shade Black Market from that same Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette, and I'm just going to be popping this in our crease. We're using this to sort of deepen up our crease and make it a lot more noticeable than it was before. And what I love about this is that it's going to really look great between this and our lid color. Speaking of lid color, I'm going to be using 13 and Combust, mixing those together and applying that all over my lid. And you're basically just going to be using any flat shader brush that you have, and it's gonna look great. Just so you know, it's okay if it doesn't look the best right now, because in a second I suggest you blend. You can go back and forth. That's what I really did. I went back and forth between my crease color and that black color to sort of make it the way that I want, as you can see. So once you have it the way that you want to sort of blend it out a little bit, and once you get it, you know, perfect, you just take a makeup wipe and you're sort of making the outline for the eyeliner that we're about to do. And it's also easy because, you know, you're cleaning up any eyeshadow that might have gotten underneath your eye or anything like that. This is a trick I use a lot. This is really why I don't like to do my foundation first sometimes. So next we're just going to take this black eyeliner, and you're going to make a classic thick wing. I say eyeliner. Sorry. So what's really important about this eyeliner is, since we're using such a light color on our lid, it's really going to make the eyeliner stand out, and it's going to make it look even better. And then you're just going to follow that line that you created using your wipe, just to sort of make it perfect. And I'm going to go out of focus. Honestly, I'm proud of myself that I didn't go off camera, which is something that I usually do. So we're going to start on the face. I'm going to be using my Bare Minerals Prime Time Oil Control, and I'm just going to be massaging this all into my skin so that we have a nice base. You'll notice that throughout this face portion, I'm using some products that I haven't really used in a while, because I felt like I needed to change it up. I had only been, you know, using the same products over and over, and I was like, I have a lot of makeup, so let me just use all of it. So I accidentally forgot to put on mascara, so that's what I'm doing right here. I'm using the Better Than Sex mascara. This is the travel size one. I realized that I'm definitely gonna get this mascara. It's such an amazing mascara. It makes your eyelashes look really long and really thick, which is what I love. And also, it's super easy for me to get my bottom lashes, which is very important for a person who barely has any bottom lashes. So for my foundation, I'm going to be using this CoverGirl Queen Collection. I have the darkest shade, and I'm just going to be squeezing this all over my face. This is one of my favorite drugstore foundations. It's only $7.99, and it's an amazing foundation. And I'm going to be taking an old-time favorite, which is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I'm going to be using this all throughout the video. I'm going to be blending my foundation out with this as well as my concealer. So next I'm going to be taking my LA Girl concealer in the shade Dark Cocoa, and I'm going to be using this underneath my eyes. I didn't really feel like highlighting, rather today I'm going to be really just concealing, and we're just trying to get a nice perfect face basically. And also, if you mess up on your liner, you can also clean it up here too. So I'm just going to be taking my Real Techniques setting brush and my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I know I'm not going to be really baking that much, and I'm just going to be putting this underneath my eyes just so I can be 100% sure that that concealer is set, ladies. And then I'm going to be using my Tarte Tarteist contour palette. This is the one that they collaborated with Makeup by Shayla to do, and I'm just going to be taking that contour color and I'm going to be sort of bronzing it up because this isn't necessarily super dark enough for me to contour with, which is unfortunate, but I still love this palette. So I use it to sort of bronze my skin up a little bit and just to add a little bit more color and definition. So to dust that powder off, I'm going to be using my Real Techniques powder brush and my Maybelline Fit Me powder just to sort of make sure my face is a nice and smooth transition between the contour, the bakeage, and the rest of my face. So I'm just going to be adding the blush that's from that Tarteist contour palette, and I'm just going to be sort of adding this in just to add a little color into my cheeks. I don't want the cheeks or anything else to overpower the lip that we're about to do in a second. I just want it to look like a flawless face and like a bold red lip that you were not prepared for. So to highlight my face, I'm going to be at first taking the glow from that Tarteist contour palette, and then I'm going to be taking the highlight on top of it. So it sort of adds like a glow, but then you also see the highlight and you're like, whoa. So next, I'm just going to be taking that same Combust and Black Market, and I'm just going to be taking that underneath my lash line using the brush that came in the Maybelline Smoky palette. It's such a gorgeous color. And then after that, I'm going to be taking my BH Cosmetics, this is the lipstick palette, and I'm just going to be taking that red I showed you guys, and I'm just going to be putting this all over my lip. This is going to be the center of attention when you do this sort of look. The lips are sort of what brings it all together and makes such a simple looking face with a bomb wing liner into like a, oh my god, she is ready for the Christmas party.